Okay, let's talk about the UV editor, UVing in general. So up here, if you want to go right to a workspace they have set up already, go to UV editing, and that's totally fine. We can start with that. Um, okay, so right off the bat, you'll see that we have our UV editing workspace here, this window, and then our viewport. So let's go through some of the options. We have UV sync selection. So that means, watch, if we turn that off and I don't have anything selected here, then you don't see anything. That's actually not a bug. That's normal. That's what you want. And you'll see that it can be useful in certain applications, especially trim sheets. Let's keep that on for now. We have points, edges, and faces in here as well. Just like in edit mode. And our UV tool sets right here. UV editor also has an end panel. If you turn on Magic UV that comes with Blender, you'll see some of this stuff. These are some really useful tools. Okay. Okay. I've got some extra stuff, but you should also get text tools. It's free based on some of the tools from 3ds Max. Okay. And this is really important. So we have some viewport stuff. If you want to see those stretch angles like you can in Maya, hit this button right here. And then you can also see UDIM tiles. Okay. There's also snapping by vertex or increment. We have soft selection. And then here we can see, so the UV editor also acts as an image viewer. That's important, especially for things like trim sheeting, or if you want to do texture painting. So I'm just going to make a new UV grid here, hit OK, and there it is. Now let's talk about some of these tools. So make some shapes. So in edit mode, if you want to see wrong window, I'm going to drag this down. I'm going to go to our shader editor. I'm going to go to image, add an image texture. I'm going to go to our node wrangler, add texture setup, add this to base color. I'm going to hit new UV grid, set that to sRGB because I have aces. And I'm going to go to viewport, show texture, or you can always go to material preview. That works too. Okay, so a few things. Hit U or up here. It's that same menu there. We've got unwrap, different projections, cube, cylinder, sphere, project from view. Okay, cube projection, cylinder projection, sphere projection. can reset, we can copy and paste our UVs to other objects, we can transfer a UV to another object, we can flip or rotate our UVs, we can UV sculpt. Oh, whoops. Obviously, let's do a smart UV project. And maybe the sculpt will work. Yeah, there you go. So that can be good for tweaking things. See what it does over here. Okay. I'm going to reset those, turn off UV sculpt. So there's a few ways to do UV unwrapping. You're going to mark a seam, select all, hit A. Oh. And then unwrap. We can also hit U, clear a seam. If you want to do it the fast way though, up here in options, we can hit live unwrap. And then what you're going to want to do, you can tag edges, and this means there's a certain mode of selection. Remember the pathfinding selection we talked about earlier? So we're going to do that here. I'm going to hold Control, click. I'm going to open this up and change edge tag to tag seam. Then it's going to auto unwrap. We need to hold Control to do that. And you can see it unwrapping over here. See it a little better. Take that texture away. Okay. That's a great way to do things. So you probably, maybe, we talked about the textile density. So the way to do that, actually I'll split that into a new video. So some other things. Yeah, no, those are the basics.